Welcome to the longest running quiz show in the area. Categories. High school students compete to answer questions on topics from art to science, history to current events. And now, here's your categories host, John Bartell.
Hi, welcome to Categories. Today we're bringing you a matchup between two Blue Valley schools as the Blue Valley Tigers take on the Blue Valley Southwest Timberwolves. Let's go ahead and meet our competitors first from Blue Valley.
Hi, I'm James, and I'm a senior.
I'm Awesome, and I'm a senior.
I'm Luke, and I'm a junior.
I'm Calvin, I'm a senior.
I'm Luke, and I'm a sophomore.
And our competitors from Blue Valley Southwest.
I'm Grant, and I'm a junior.
I'm Jordan, and I'm a sophomore.
I'm Tristan, I'm a junior.
I'm Jack, also a junior.
And I'm Katie, and I'm a junior.
All right, here on Categories, in the first round, a team is asked a question. If they respond correctly, they earn a point. If they respond incorrectly, the other team will get a chance to steal the category. We did a coin toss before we started taping. It was won by the Tigers, so Blue Valley. Here we go with the first category, which is U.S. history, specifically production. In 1908, one of these units cost $850. But by 1926, through mass production and higher volume sales, the cost had dropped to $310, thus changing the pace of this nation. What was this product? Awesome?
The Model T.
The Model T, very good. Timberwolves, literature is your category. According to legend, who was met by Robin Hood while he was crossing a creek on a fallen log? Katie?
Little John.
Little John, very good. Tigers, U.S. government is your category. The Declaration of Independence states, we hold these truths to be self-evident. What is the first truth listed? Calvin.
All men are created equal.
Very good. Southwest, world geography is your category. What's the only Central American country that has English as an official language? Grant.
Mexico.
That is incorrect. Tigers, chance to steal this world geography question. What's the only Central American country that has English as an official language? James.
Panama?
It is not Panama. It's Belize. Belize. Tigers, you do get the next category, however. It's general knowledge. What common academic practice relies upon the self-discipline of students without faculty supervision to refrain from cheating in exams or other works of scholarship? Calvin.
The honor code.
The honor code or honor system, very good. Timberwolves, vocabulary is your question. This 9-letter word is used by manufacturers to market products with tiny, unnoticeable flaws at a discount. This label appears most frequently on linens and clothing. What is it? Jack?
Clearance?
It is not clearance. Tigers, chance to steal this vocabulary question. This 9-letter word is used by manufacturers to market products with tiny, unnoticeable flaws at a discount. The label appears most frequently on linens and clothing. What is it? Awesome?
Defective.
It is not defective. Irregular. Irregular is what we're looking for. Tigers, you get a general knowledge category question. Which expression, reportedly first used by Indonesia's President Sukarno on April 18th, 1955, designates the underdeveloped countries of Africa and Asia, especially the very poor ones? Luke Coe.
Third world.
Third world, very good. Timberwolves, science, specifically invertebrates, is your category. What's the largest invertebrate animal in the world? Tristan.
The giant squid.
The giant squid, very good. Blue Valley, current events is your category. Which automaker has agreed to pay more than $1 billion to settle lawsuits relating to sudden acceleration in their vehicles? Calvin?
Toyota.
Toyota, very good. Timberwolves, history, Native Americans is your category. What Wampanoag chief, son of Massasoit, shared the name of a Spanish monarch? Tristan?
King Philip.
King Philip. Literature, poetry is your category, Tigers. Identify the Missouri-born black poet who wrote these titles: The Weary Blues, the Dream Keeper, and the Painter and the Lash? Time on that one. Timberwolves, you have a chance to steal this literature poetry category. Identify the Missouri-born black poet who wrote The Weary Blues, The Dream Keeper, and The Panther and the Lash. Grant.
Langston Hughes.
It is Langston Hughes. Very good. Timberwolves, you do get the next category. It is a general knowledge food question. The name of this famous dish from Great Britain was actually meant as a joke at the expense of empty-handed hunters. It was prepared by housewives who used it as a substitute for meat when the man of the house returned with an empty knapsack. What is this dish called, whose main ingredient is cheese? Grant?
A souffle.
It is not a souffle. Tigers, chance to steal this general knowledge food category. The name of this famous dish from Great Britain was actually meant as a joke at the expense of empty-handed hunters. It was prepared by housewives who used it as a substitute for meat when the man of the house returned with an empty knapsack. Calvin.
Welsh rabbit.
Welsh rabbit, very good. Tigers, vocabulary, word origin is your category. An oculus is a circular opening at the apex of a dome. This term is derived from a Latin word meaning what? Calvin?
Eye.
Eye is correct. Southwest, geometry is your category. If angle X measures 70, excuse me, let me start over. If angle X measures 70 degrees, what is the measure of its complement? Tristan?
20 degrees.
20 degrees, very good. Blue Valley, music, instruments is your category. Danny Kaye called this the most difficult of orchestral instruments. An ill wind that no one blows good. Name it. Luke, go.
The bassoon.
It is not the bassoon. Timberwolves, chance to steal this. Grant?
It's the oboe.
It is the oboe. Timberwolves, you do get the next category. It's specifically sports golf. What was the first golf course club founded in 1552? Time on that. Tigers, chance to steal this sports golf question. What was the first golf course club founded in 1552? It's St. Andrews. St. Andrews in Scotland. Blue Valley, science, anatomy is your category. At the point where the optic nerve joins the retina, we have what? Luke.
The blind spot.
Blind spot, very good. Southwest, history, quotations is the category. What was Thomas Edison's definition of genius? Katie?
1% inspiration and 99% perspiration.
Very good. Tigers, world geography is your category. This landlocked sea has a high concentration of hydrogen sulfide, which has distinctively colored the sea floor. Name this body of water between Europe and Asia. James.
The Caspian.
I cannot accept Caspian. Timberwolves, chance to steal this world geography question. This landlocked sea has a high concentration of hydrogen sulfide, which has distinctly colored the sea floor. Name this body of water between Europe and Asia. Katie.
The Black Sea.
It is the Black Sea. Southwest, you do get the next question, is vocabulary is the category. What 11-letter word refers to the policy of making concessions to an aggressor in order to preserve peace? Grant.
Appeasement.
Appeasement. Very good. Tigers, general knowledge is the category. What chemical in tobacco smoke is responsible for coating the cilia and preventing them from removing dust and other particles? Luke?
Tar.
Tar. Nice job. Timberwolves, fine arts, musicals is your category. What musical portrays the story of a traveling con artist and a piano teaching librarian? Grant?
The Music Man.
The Music Man is correct. Literature, this is for you, Tigers. Since 1930, this series of adventure books about a teenage sleuth who battles a variety of villains has been popular with American teens. Who is the heroine? Luke Co.
Nancy Drew.
Nancy Drew. Very good. Southwest, back to you. World history is the category. What Asian leader did Churchill and Roosevelt meet at the Cairo Conference of November 1943? Katie?
Stalin.
It is not Stalin. Tigers, chance to steal this world history category. What Asian leader did Churchill and Roosevelt meet at the Cairo Conference of November 1943? Awesome.
Chiang Kai-shek.
That is correct, Chiang Kai-shek. Tigers, you do get the next category. It is current events. Name the U.S. actor who starred in the hit TV series The Odd Couple and Quincy M.E., who died at the age of 90. Timberwolves, current events is the category. Your chance to steal. Name the U.S. actor who starred in the hit TV series The Odd Couple and Quincy M.E., who died at the age of 90. Jack Klugman. Jack Klugman. Timberwolves, you do get the next category. It is a science, specifically terminology. What general term describes morphine, caffeine, cocaine, and quinine? Tristan.
Depressants.
I cannot accept that. Tigers, chance to steal this science terminology question. What general term describes morphine, caffeine, cocaine, and quinine? Calvin.
Stimulant.
Cannot accept stimulant. We're looking for alkaloid. Alkaloid. Tigers, you do get the next question. It is sports is the category. The U.S. Olympic Training Center is located in what city? Awesome.
Colorado Springs.
Colorado Springs is correct. And that's a good place to leave off for an excellent first round by both teams. Blue Valley has a slight lead of score of 12 to Blue Valley Southwest 10. At this time of our program, we will go to a student member of each team, and they will give us a campus update of what's happening in and around their schools. And so first we're going to go to Blue Valley, and Awesome, what is happening with the Tigers?
All right, so we're getting ready to start our spring semester. The Scholars Bowl team, most of which is present here, are preparing for regionals and state, and we like our prospects in that. Both boys and girls basketball teams are getting going, and we have very strong home support, so we're excited for that. The girls bowling team is getting rolling. We won state in improv at the State Thespian Conference, and our school is more secure than ever thanks to wrought iron fences around our mobile classrooms.
All right, and that's a new addition?
Yes, it is.
All right. And from Blue Valley Southwest, Grant, what is happening with the Timberwolves?
Well, we've had some exciting things going on. Recently, last Friday, our boys basketball team hit a game-winning shot to stay undefeated against St. Thomas Aquinas. Our debate team had a great showing this weekend at DCI. The front three participated in that, and the team of Super and Locke placed 14th. Also, our wrestling team just defeated Hayes High, and they are also undefeated. So our winter sports are going very well, you could say.
Outstanding. Great things happening at both schools. You guys should be very proud of you. Very proud of yourselves on that. All right, as we head into our second round here in the categories, we'll start off with a look and listen question in which the contestants here in the studio will be able to look on a monitor and be able to hear over speakers in here. Just a reminder to the both students, as soon as I am done reading the question, you may ring in. If you respond incorrectly, the other team will get a chance to steal. Don't forget the look and listen question is worth 2 points. All right, here we go. The look and listen question. Which of the following three Bs, Bach, Beethoven, or Brahms, composed this concerto? Grant?
Brahms.
It is not Brahms. Tigers, you do have a chance to steal. Luke?
Beethoven.
It is Beethoven. It is Beethoven. As we head into the remainder of our second round, each question is worth 1 point. It is placed on the floor for either team to answer. If a team does respond incorrectly, the other team will get a chance to steal. So both teams, here we go. Fine arts, painters is the category. Who is the most productive artist in history? He averaged over 5 items a day for 8 decades. Luke.
Picasso?
It is Picasso. World geography for both teams. What ethnic group in Australia is almost entirely excluded from modern society? Tristan.
The Aborigines.
Aborigines, very good. World history for both teams. What organization was established by the same document that ended World War I? Awesome.
The League of Nations.
League of Nations. U.S. history for both teams. Which U.S. capital claims that General Custer rode from there to Little Bighorn in 1876? The city is named after a German chancellor. Awesome.
Bismarck.
It is Bismarck. Science, specifically the solar system. The volume of these heavenly objects is said to exceed that of any member of our solar system, yet their masses are very minute. Name them. Tristan.
Ooh, dwarfs, red dwarfs.
I cannot accept that. Tigers, chance to steal this science solar system question. The volume of these heavenly objects is said to exceed that of any other member of our solar system, yet their masses are very minute. Name them. Luke Coe?
Nebula.
Can I accept nebula? We're looking for comets. Comets. Both teams, U.S. geography is the category. Identify this U.S. city from its location. It's in South Carolina on a peninsula between Ashley and Cooper. James.
Myrtle Beach.
It is not Myrtle Beach. Timberwolves, chance to steal this U.S. geography category. Identify this U.S. city from its location. It's in South Carolina on a peninsula between Ashley and Cooper. Grant.
Charleston.
It is Charleston. Very good. General knowledge for both teams. There are 2 major areas of law, criminal law and what else? Luke?
Civil.
Civil law. Very good. Film for both teams. Which 1954 motion picture starred Raymond Burr, Grace Kelly, and James Stewart and was directed by Alfred Hitchcock? James.
Rear Window.
Rear Window. Very good. U.S. government for both teams. Donald Rumsfeld once aspired to run as Ronald Reagan's vice presidential candidate in 1980, only to see what man be chosen as Reagan's running mate instead. Awesome.
George Bush.
George Bush. Math for both teams. I'm going to have to do some figuring here. How many inches of a picture frame molding are needed to go around a picture that is 11 inches long and 8.5 inches wide?
39 inches.
39 inches, very good. Science, specifically atmosphere, is the next category. Among the chemicals that are depleting the ozone layer are those with the chemical formulas CFCl3 and CF2Cl2. What general name? Grant.
Chlorofluorocarbons.
Very good. World geography, industry for both teams. Which animals are used to extract up to half of Burma's timber? James.
Elephants.
Elephants, very good. History, trade for both teams. By 1930, the United States had become its leading trading partner, which was interesting in that the 2 nations had no diplomatic relations since 1917. Name that nation. Calvin?
China.
It is not China. Timberwolves, chance to steal this world history trade question. By 1930, the United States had become its leading trading partner, which was interesting in that the 2 nations had no diplomatic relations since 1917. Grant.
Russia.
It is Russia. Literature, poetry for both teams. What, according to Emily Dickinson, is the thing with feathers that perches in the soul? Time on that. We're looking for hope. Hope. And right now, let's give us a quick score update. Blue Valley has a score of 21, Blue Valley Southwest 15. Fine arts, sculpture is the next category. Where does the Venus de Milo stand? James?
Florence.
I cannot accept Florence. Southwest, chance to steal this fine arts sculpture category. Where does the Venus de Milo stand? Katie?
Rome.
It is not in Rome. It's in the Louvre. It's in the Louvre. Both teams, general knowledge. A European school recipe might call for potatoes from Ireland and a cabbage-like sprout from what Belgian city? James.
Brussels.
Brussels. Music for both teams. Of Baroque, classical, romantic, contemporary, identify the period represented by the music of Massenet, Gounod, and Bizet. Luke.
Romantic.
It is romantic. Another math question for both teams. Take a positive integer, add 6, double the result, add 12. Subtract twice your original number and give me the result. Luke, come.
24.
It is 24. Military history. What war saw the first use of mines? Tristan.
World War I.
Cannot accept World War I. Tigers, chance to steal this military history question. What war saw the first use of mines? James.
World War II.
It is not World War II. Believe it or not, it's the United States Civil War. Civil War. U.S. geography for both teams. What national park lies just south of Yellowstone National Park in northwest Wyoming? It features... James.
Jackson Hole.
Cannot accept Jackson Hole. Timberwolves, chance to steal this U.S. geography question. What national park lies just south of Yellowstone National Park in northwest Wyoming? It features major peaks of the mountain range for which it is named. Katie.
Grand Teton.
Grand Teton. Chemistry, science chemistry is the category. When alcohol is mixed with an organic substance and heated for a considerable period of time, a reaction occurs creating a new substance. What is the new substance called? Luke.
Hops.
Pardon me?
Hops.
I cannot accept that. Timberwolves, chance to steal the science chemistry question. When alcohol is mixed with an organic substance and heated for a considerable period of time, a reaction occurs creating a new substance. Grant.
Reduction.
It is not a reduction. It's an ester. An ester. History, inventions for both teams. Gutenberg's printing press was just a modified version of a device used to press what? Grant?
Cranes.
I cannot accept that. Tigers, chance to steal this history inventions question. Gutenberg's printing press was just a modified version of a device used to press what? James?
Clothes.
No, it's not clothes. We're looking for grapes or olives. Grapes or olives. Literature, famous quotes is the next category. Complete this quotation by Henry Thoreau. If a man does not keep pace with his companions, perhaps it's because he... Tristan?
Has none.
Great answer, but that is incorrect. Tigers, chance to steal this literature famous quotes category. Complete this quotation by Henry Thoreau. If a man does not keep pace with his companions, perhaps it's because he... He hears a different drummer. Here's a different drummer. Science, species is the next category for both teams. What is the name of the venomous tropical American snake that has a 3-part hyphenated word? Katie?
California rat snake.
Cannot accept that. Tigers, chance to steal this science species category. What is the name of the venomous tropical American snake that is a 3-part hyphenated word? It's the fer de lance. Fer de lance. Current events for both teams. Showing an embrace of today's technology, how did Queen Elizabeth II address her Commonwealth subjects for the first time? Tristan.
Through Twitter.
I cannot accept that, sorry. Tigers, chance to steal this current events category. Showing an embrace of today's technology, how did Queen Elizabeth II address her Commonwealth subjects for the first time? James.
Email.
And it's not email. She addressed him in 3D. In 3D. General knowledge for both teams. The number of U.S. residents that claim what ancestry is 34.3 million, far more than that country's actual 3.9 million citizens today. Tristan.
England.
It is not England. Tigers, chance to steal this general knowledge question. The number of U.S. residents that claim what ancestry is 34.3 million, far more than that country's actual 3.9 million citizens today. James.
Ireland.
It is Ireland. And with that siren, that does denote the end of our game with a final score of Blue Valley 25 and Blue Valley Southwest 16. Please join us again right here on Categories as we will bring you the best and brightest high school minds all throughout Johnson County.